I am slowly ruining my life. I honestly don't know where to go with this video, but my life has been an up and down roller coaster for the past 3 years. I started this journey off by almost ending my life when I was 18 years old, back in 2022. And then early 2023, I find God and get on self improvement full time and start really changing my life. I start implementing habits like meditation for my attention span, for peace. I had prayer. I went to the gym every single day. I was chasing my goals. I was taking all my supplements, getting sunlight in the morning, just not doom scrolling, not watching porn, literally just living like a good, healthy, spiritual existence. And I was so happy. For the first time in my life, I was happy. And then it all came crashing down. In early 2024, I slowly but surely lost my way. And I to stop doing all the habits. I stopped praying. I stopped going to the gym as much. I started going every couple weeks. I would go weeks without going to the gym. I would stop doing the habits that I thought were pointless, like getting sunlight in the morning, or meditating, or journaling down my thoughts, or eating healthy. I started eating for convenience. I stopped doing those habits, and I realized I stopped doing those habits because I was in fight or flight mode. I was in survival mode, so it didn't feel like those habits were gonna save me from the fight or flight mode I was in, and so why do them? And then on top of that, I just sabotaged and made things so much more worse for myself. I moved to a new city, I found my future wife, and everything completely changed for the better and for worse. But at this point, I pretty much stopped doing all the habits, and my life became miserable. I hated my life. I felt no peace at all anymore. I felt no happiness, no contentment, no purpose, no joy, no meaning. I felt dirty inside. I felt weighted down. I felt disgusting. I felt horrible. No meaning, no purpose, no direction. Just meaningless wandering throughout my life. I just spiraled out of control. Fast forward to about a month ago. A month ago, I decided I need to get back on track and change my life. I started getting a little bit better, but still not going to the gym, not doing the habits I need to be doing to, well, function. And I need to be chasing my purpose and doing these things. And I got back on track for about a couple of weeks, and here I am. And today marks a pivotal moment in my life where I can either ride this trajectory to hell again, to misery, to depression, to anxiety, to wanting to unalive myself, to end my life. I can ride the trajectory of my life to that point right now. Or I can tell myself that tomorrow's a new day and I can start over again. I can do better despite my inclination to sabotage, my inclination to make things worse, to make people feel bad for me, to just ruin my life and just self-loathe in the suffering and the pain. I can do that. I can start coping with drugs, alcohol, junk food, watching porn. I can do those things. Or I can just get better and call this and change my life despite how today went. For context, today was a really rough day. This morning I went to work riding off of no sleep, and I just felt so exhausted, so tired. And I accidentally fell asleep this morning when I usually go to the gym, and so I missed the gym, which when you miss a gym and you're used to going to the gym, you just kind of feel bad afterwards. You don't feel good. You feel sluggish, you feel fat, you feel undisciplined, you feel more self-conscious and insecure. You feel just not good. And that's how I was feeling at this point. But eventually I went to work in the morning and had a really rough day. 95 degrees out. I'm a delivery driver. Was not fun. Running off of zero sleep. I got home, and this afternoon I was supposed to go with my wife to have dinner with her parents. And of course, I got off late, so I had her go um, by herself, and then I was gonna meet them when I got off work. And I got off work and completely sabotaged. I I got off work and I felt so horrible, and I actually ended up falling asleep at my desk. And my wife ended up coming home really upset and started crying and basically ran away. And she's gonna come back, but I really hurt her. And it was abundance of things that has just kind of built up over time. And I just feel so terrible, but also so self-sabotaging. The biggest reason why I didn't go to dinner is because her parents don't like me, and I just don't like the person I am when I go to see her parents. I become a really bad person, a really self-conscious person, a really anxious person. And the fact that I didn't go to the gym in the morning, the fact that I didn't do anything this morning, just makes it so much worse. It makes me so much more self-conscious about seeing her parents, who are very successful people. So I ended up not going. And yeah, I have been sabotaging this whole evening. I've been losing my mind, thinking violent thoughts, negative thoughts, thoughts about ending my life for the first time in a while. My life has really gone downhill in the past 24 hours, let alone the past week. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I know what to do. I know what the answer is. But I can't bring myself, I haven't successfully brought myself to the answer, to the solution. Why that is, I don't know. I feel like all the work that I put in recently has all been for nothing. All my work, all my sleepless nights, all my efforts, they all go unnoticed. I do all this stuff. I work, I don't sleep. I do all these things, and it goes unnoticed, and it goes under the radar. And I'm all alone in this journey. Nobody that understands what I go through mentally, physically, spiritually. Nobody understands. And that's a very depressing thought. And I just want to be successful. I just want to prove people wrong. I just want to. But then at the same time, that's like my flesh speaking. Do I really want that, to be honest? I don't know. Do I actually want spiritual growth? Do I actually want peace? Do I actually want love unconditionally? Joy, contentment in life, peace, purpose? To feel not weighted down, but to feel light and to feel like I'm alive and to not feel dead inside, to not feel numb. Is that what I want? Because honestly, that sounds a lot more accurate than wanting to be successful, than wanting to prove people wrong, than getting revenge. That doesn't actually sound like what I want. Oh, I almost died there. I actually almost just died there. That was kind of funny, actually. It feels really defeating to continually do the good habits and to improve my life, only to continue falling down, to continue failing, to continue falling victim to my own mental strongholds, my own mind, my own thoughts, my own demons. I don't understand why I constantly find myself in this situation. It's just so it's so demotivating. I hope this resonates with some of you. I hope this is relatable. Any of you watching right now want to watch my journey of me on getting on self-improvement and changing my life again after being a loser and being depressed for so long. Then click the YouTube channel in the description below. It's going to be the link to my other channel, and if you want to watch content like that, like kind of like Sam Sulik style content, but like for self-improvement, then consider checking that channel out. With that being said, I love you all. I hope you all are having a good day, and I will see you all hopefully sometime soon.